can I see myself going back into academic management and sitting behind a desk and working out timetables and developing pedagogy and developing assessments and all these kind of things? No, not a chance. Not a chance. My life from now on needs to be on the water, and it needs to be related to this. That I know that I need to make a go of it. In the last 4 years of my life, I've been living in Astana, Kazakhstan, which is one of the capital cities furthest away from the sea, and it drove me absolutely nuts. And it's one of the reasons why I really wanted to get back into sailing and back on the water. As a kid, we always had boats. My dad taught us to sail when we were very young, so I mean, I can't remember a life without being around boats and around the sea. My wife at the time wanted to come back to the UK. She wanted to settle. She wanted a mortgage. I didn't. We ended up going our separate ways, and sailing was just something which initially was a gap filler, a time to go away, have a change of pace, have a think about things. I went and, on my dad's advice, I came and did my day skipper, and I just loved it. And the more people I talked to, the more people were talking about it's a growing industry, that there are jobs to be had, there's work to be done, there's good work to be done, interesting work to be done. It's not going to make you the wealthiest man in the world, but it's a lifestyle, and that fitted with the kind of change that I wanted, that it was work. I hadn't really heard of the delivery industry at all. I wasn't familiar with it. It just sounded like something that was really interesting because it was longer distances and real sailing on real boats, not just going out on a training boat. So I just did some searches and came up with the few leading companies, and Halcyon Yachts was always right up there at the top. I had a look through the website and I saw this career development scheme, and I thought, whoa, hold on, that looks absolutely superb. So I sent an email, and by far and away just the best exchange that I'd had with any of the people in the industry. So for me, there was no choice. It just seemed right. Being busy, being away, being out and about for a year was perfect. That was actually what I wanted. I wanted to be on the go. I wanted to be on the move, and to see whether or not it was the thing for me. I mean, I at that point I still didn't know. It's like, how am I going to react to being at sea for 12 days, 13 days, however long it might be? And on some of the longer trips, I mean, I've ended up being on a trip for 2.5 months. I didn't know if I would like it. Luckily I do. I would disagree that you have to be lonely to be a sailor. I can see what people mean when they say that, and I think there's that sense of space, the sense of perspective, the sense that you're a long way away from other things. But I don't think that has to be lonely. Single-handed sailing, yes, perhaps, but for most sailing, you're with other people, and although you may only be with 2 or 3 others, you form very good relationships, because in sailing, well, in any form of sailing, sailing is inherently dangerous, but delivery sailing, perhaps more so. In a way, it is a relatively extreme form of sailing, because you are going such distances in relatively short spaces of time, so you have to trust each other. And because you have to trust each other and have to work together, you actually form very good, strong relationships with people really quite quickly. So in that sense, I don't think it's lonely at all. But I do love the sense of perspective that you get. I love being away from the hustle and bustle and the chaos of everyday life and the rat race. For me, it has been quite possibly the best year of my life, in the sense that it's just been full of extremes. I mean, to think that 2 or 3 years ago, if you said to me you'll have sailed 13 or 14,000 nautical miles, you'll have sailed across the Atlantic, you would have sailed from the UK to Texas, I wouldn't have believed a single word of it. But so far already, one of the trips, 6,400 miles, Gosport to Texas, transatlantic, just unbelievable, the sense of space and scale. You really realize just how big this planet is. It becomes smaller and smaller with air travel and the way that we can get around the world, but when you actually sail across an ocean, you actually realize it's pretty big, and that has been, I think, the most special thing. So taking it forward, where it goes from there, certainly delivery sailing will be a central part of it, I've got no question. RYA training, if possible. If that goes well, I really enjoy the aspects of some of the training and teaching I've been able to do on some of the trips. And from there, who knows? I mean, I think just exploring the industry and trying to get as much experience as I can.